PhD.
Sorry.
Animal House kind of transcends generations,
Absolutely.
doesn't it? It'll be around for the next 100 years, and people will be laughing.
Right, and everyone has a poster in their college dorm.
Of course they do. Probably not the best way to handle stress there, but how do you cope with the stresses of college life?
Well, George James from the Council for Relationships is here with advice on how to deal with stress. We all have it, and achieve balance during the college year.
Yes. And are the college years more stressful than the rest of our lives?
You know, it's a huge transition. So any transition we go through has a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And it's like the first time being away for some folks, not knowing what to do. So it's a lot of stress. New friends, new activities, lots of stress.
It's like the first time you're in charge of your own life without really any major responsibility except studying.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so you say that there are some things we can do to kind of make that transition easier.
Yeah. One of the first things I want people to think about is to kind of keep the end in mind. So the end could be, what do you want to do long term, what career, what major, and then plan for that. Or it could even be at the end of the semester, what type of grades do you want to have? And so that will help you determine what you do, whether you procrastinate or not, whether you go out for that late night when you should be staying in. So being able to think about the end can help you make decisions for the now.
Or even being able to go out that night because you have a plan the next night to study or get to your goal.
It's funny, I waited until like the midterm of my freshman year when they were like, you remember that little scholarship you had? You might want to study.
Exactly.
To actually start planning and studying. So if you can do it at the beginning, you're much better off.
And it helps just alleviate your stress because you know what you're doing, and maybe you've already had the plan working for a while, so you know it's going to work.
Okay, so eye on the prize. You also say that you should know your own stress symptoms.
Right, so we all get stressed in different ways. Some of us, maybe we eat more, eat less. Some of us go drinking. Some of us, our mood changes. We become real irritable. You know, some of us, we become moody. So understand, what are your symptoms? What are the ways that you know that you're stressed? And so if you know that, then you can now work on that.
Okay.
Another good idea might be, you know, you're in such close quarters with your roommates. Have them notice maybe a difference in you.
Right.
Or vice versa.
Probably will.
Absolutely.
You guys will get into your little...
And that really ties into the next point, because you have to really avoid other people's drama. You know, when you have roommates, there's going to be a lot of drama. You know, whether with their boyfriend or girlfriend, whether with your roommates, or whether just your friends on campus. Other people will stress you out. And, you know, sometimes they'll say, well, what do you think about this? Or can you help me do this? So the more that you can maybe push those things aside and say no a few times, that will help you to deal with it.
And anytime you get, I think, a group of girls together, like whether it's in an all-girls dorm or in, you know, it's tough.
Guys can do it too. Guys
do they?
in a different way.
All right.
You know, going out late and getting into late night fights, all that stuff.
So now that you know what stresses you out, a good thing to do is, I guess, figure out a better way to handle it.
Right. The more that you can figure out ways how to deal with the stress. So maybe that means, like we said before, don't procrastinate. Or it might mean join an activity or club on campus that maybe you can connect with. Some other people might decide to work out or do other things just to keep them, you know, calm or at ease or not easily stressed out.
Just develop your own tools.
Right. Right.
And is there, is there a way to know if you might need more help than just kind of de-stressing or going for a run or hanging out with friends?
After a while, when that stress just continues to be overwhelming, where you feel like you're now not functioning or you become unproductive, then that might be signs to say, well, now maybe I need to go seek help. And sometimes that could be on campus with the student services or to a local counseling center off campus that you can get that help from.
That's the beauty of the college campus, though. There's so many resources.
Everything.
Absolutely. It's right there if you need it. Why not?
Anything you need should really be on campus.
Yes. You don't ever have to leave campus. All right, George James from the Council for Relationships. Some great advice for ways that our college students can de-stress. Yeah, now's the time. Anyway, thank you so much, George.
Thank you.